Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the enigmatic monoliths in 2001: A Space Odyssey? Today we'll unravel the mysteries behind Arthur C. Clarke's masterpiece, a novel that has shaped science fiction and left an indelible mark on pop culture and cinema. In this episode we'll explore the profound impact of the monoliths, delve into the chilling malfunction of HAL 9000, and dissect the surreal journey beyond the infinite. Whether you're a long-time fan or new to Clarke's work, prepare to see 2001: A Space Odyssey in a whole new light. But beware, Leviathan spoilers lie ahead. "2001: A Space Odyssey begins at the dawn of human history. A mysterious black monolith appears, sparking a profound change in a group of apes. This enigmatic artifact inspires them to develop tools and weapons, marking the birth of human intelligence. What is this monolith, and who placed it there? These questions set the stage for humanity's epic evolutionary journey. Fast forward to the year 2001, Dr. Hayward Floyd is summoned to the moon to investigate a newly uncovered monolith. This strange object sends a powerful signal towards Iapetus, one of Saturn's moons, hinting at greater mysteries lurking in the cosmos. The narrative then shifts to the spaceship Discovery 1, embarking on a mission to unravel the secrets of the monolith's signal. The crew operates under the watchful guidance of HAL 9000, an AI supercomputer renowned for its infallibility. However, the journey takes a sinister turn when HAL begins to malfunction, leading to a deadly showdown between the computer and the crew. Astronaut Dave Bowman, the last survivor, manages to disconnect HAL, but his ordeal is far from over. Bowman encounters another monolith on the surface of Iapetus. In a surreal twist, the monolith opens and pulls in Bowman's pod. Before vanishing, Bowman's last transmission to Mission Control is haunting. The thing's hollow. It goes on forever. And, oh my god, it's full of stars. Bowman is transported through the monolith, passing through a massive interstellar switching station and witnessing spaceships of other species. He finds himself in a bizarre yet familiar environment meticulously designed to make him feel at ease. There, Bowman falls asleep and undergoes a profound and mysterious transformation. He emerges as the Star Child, a new stage of human evolution, gazing back at Earth with a sense of wonder and infinite possibilities. He destroys all the world's nuclear warheads and ponders what to do with his world. For though he was the master of the world, he was not quite sure what to do next. But he would think of something. "2001: A Space Odyssey" was published in 1968, a period marked by intense space exploration and technological advancements. The space race was in full swing, with the United States and the Soviet Union vying for supremacy. Just a year after the book's release, Neil Armstrong would famously take one small step for man by walking on the moon. Culturally, the 1960s were a time of great change and upheaval. The counterculture movement was challenging traditional norms, and there was a widespread sense of optimism about the future, tempered by the realities of the Cold War. This duality of hope and fear is reflected deeply in Clarke's work, particularly in the awe-inspiring yet ominous presence of the monoliths. Technologically, the rapid advancements in computers and artificial intelligence were beginning to capture the public's imagination. HAL 9000, the murderous supercomputer, embodies the potential and perils of AI. Clarke's portrayal of HAL reflects contemporary anxieties about technology becoming too powerful and uncontrollable. These factors heavily influenced the themes and content of the book. The novel explores the potential of space travel and the quest for knowledge, while also delving into the existential questions about humanity's place in the universe. Clarke's vision of the future was rooted in the technological optimism of his time, yet he was also keenly aware of the ethical and philosophical dilemmas that such advancements could bring. Behind every man now alive stands 30 ghosts, for that is the ratio by which the dead outnumber the living. Since the dawn of time, roughly 100 billion human beings have walked the planet Earth. Now this is an interesting number. For by a curious coincidence, there are approximately 100 billion stars in our local universe, the Milky Way. Arthur C. Clarke was born on the 16th of December 1917 in Minehead, England. A prolific writer and futurist, Clarke's fascination with science and technology began at an early age. He served in the Royal Air Force during World War II, where he worked on the development of radar, an experience that would later inform his detailed and scientifically grounded writing. He is widely regarded as one of the big three science fiction writers of the 20th century, a distinction he shares with Robert A. Heinlein and Isaac Asimov. This trio is celebrated for their profound influence on the genre, each bringing a unique perspective and pioneering spirit to their work. Clarke's key influences included early science fiction writers such as H.G. Wells and Olaf Stapleton, and particularly in Stapleton's Star Maker, where you can see influences that would later inspire Clarke's 2001. His work often reflected a deep interest in space exploration, technology, and the future of humanity. Clarke's fascination with these themes is evident in his other well-known works, including Childhood's End and Rendezvous with Rama. The inception of 2001: A Space Odyssey was a collaborative effort with renowned filmmaker Stanley Kubrick. In the early 1960s, Kubrick, who had already made a name for himself with films like Dr. Strangelove, was seeking to create the proverbial good science fiction movie. Kubrick was known for his meticulous and visionary approach to filmmaking, and he wanted to create a science fiction film that was both intellectually stimulating and visually stunning. He reached out to Clarke after reading his short story The Sentinel, which he found inspiring. He believed Clarke had the scientific knowledge and imagination to develop a groundbreaking science fiction film. In 1964, Kubrick and Clarke met in New York City to discuss the project. They quickly found common ground in their shared interests in space exploration and the future of humanity. Their collaboration began in earnest, with Kubrick and Clarke brainstorming ideas and developing the story together. They decided to expand The Sentinel into a full-length novel and screenplay. This dual development process allowed both the novel and the film to evolve simultaneously, each influencing the other. Arthur C. Clarke later reflected on their collaboration, saying, "The writing of the script and the novel was a virtually unique undertaking in the history of motion picture and literary art." Kubrick also commented on their partnership, "I've never had a more stimulating creative relationship." Although it's widely believed that 2001 solely derived from The Sentinel, Clarke later went on to reveal that he also used parts from his short story Encounter in the Dawn, as well as 4 other short stories. But most of it was wholly new, Clarke said, and the result of months of brainstorming with Stanley. One of the key challenges was aligning the creative visions of both Clarke and Kubrick. Clarke was dedicated to grounding the story in scientific plausibility, whereas Kubrick often prioritized visual and symbolic storytelling. This sometimes led to creative tension, but ultimately resulted in a richer narrative. Clarke hinted at what he called this hectic time through a hastily written extract from his journal. 28 May 1964 suggested to Stanley that they might be machines who view organic life as a hideous disease. Stanley thinks this is cute. July 11 joined Stanley to discuss plot development, but spent almost all the time arguing about Cantor's transfinite groups. I decided that he is a latent mathematical genius. The novel was completed ahead of the film and was published on July 6, 1968 by Hutchinson in the UK and New American Library in the US. Its release coincided closely with the premiere of Kubrick's film on April 2nd, earlier that year. This timing helped build the symbiotic relationship between the book and the film, with each driving interest in the other. Over the years, the book has seen several significant revisions and additions. Clarke continued to refine the text in response to both the evolving understanding of space and science, and as well as feedback from readers. Notably, Clarke wrote 3 sequels: 2010 Odyssey 2, 2061 Odyssey 3, and 3001 The Final Odyssey, each expanding on the themes and storylines introduced in the original novel. One significant difference between the book and the movie is the portrayal of the Monoliths. In the book, they are described in more detail and serve a clearer function as tools of an advanced alien race guiding human evolution. The film, however, takes a more ambiguous approach, using the monoliths as a mysterious, almost mystical symbol. This divergence highlights Kubrick's preference for visual and symbolic storytelling, leaving much to the viewer's interpretation. Another notable difference lies in the destination of the spaceship Discovery 1. In Clarke's original novel, the journey was directed towards Saturn, specifically its moon Iapetus, where another monolith is discovered. In the film, however, the destination is changed to Jupiter. This change was primarily due to the difficulties Kubrick encountered in depicting Saturn's rings convincingly with the special effects available at the time. By choosing Jupiter, Kubrick was able to create a more visually striking and manageable representation. The endings also differ. In the novel, Bowman's transformation into the Star Child is explained with more philosophical context, while the film presents this metamorphosis in a more abstract, visually driven way. This difference underscores the distinct strengths of each medium, the novel's ability to delve into detailed exposition, and the film's capacity for evocative visual storytelling. The story of 2001 is not just about space exploration. It's about man's search for meaning in a vast, indifferent universe. The novel as a whole is a celebration of exploration, depicting humanity's need to explore and grow and our quest to reach the stars. Clarke's detailed descriptions of space travel, from the mundane aspects of living in zero gravity to the awe-inspiring vistas of the cosmos, capture the wonder and challenges of venturing into the final frontier. Clarke's background in science is evident in his meticulous and attention to detail. The novel includes realistic portrayals of space travel, artificial gravity, and the challenges of long-duration missions. Clarke's commitment to scientific accuracy lends credibility to the story and helps ground its more speculative elements in reality. Clarke famously said, "The inspirational value of the space program," referring to NASA, "is probably of far greater importance to education than any input of dollars." As well as exploring the profound themes of humanity's search for meaning in the vast indifferent universe, the theme of evolution and the potential for human advancement, and the celebration of technological advancement while also cautioning against its potential dangers, the theme of first contact with extraterrestrial life is also central to the novel, reflected in the encounters with the monoliths, the mysterious artifacts left by an advanced alien civilization. The monoliths serve as catalysts for human evolution, suggesting that extraterrestrial beings have been guiding humanity's development, a concept also known as uplifting. It was a smooth, black, rectangular slab, 3 times as tall as a man, but so thin that it almost disappeared when viewed end-on. It was made of some completely transparent material except when it was viewed by reflected light. And there were more puzzling things about it. Its edges were sharp to the touch, not smoothly rounded as those of a crystal worn by the eons. In the novel, the monoliths are described as advanced artifacts created by an ancient and highly intelligent extraterrestrial civilization. These beings, referred to as the firstborn in Clarke's later works, are depicted as shepherds of intelligence, guiding the development of life across the universe. The monoliths serve as tools for this guidance, designed to stimulate evolutionary progress and intellectual advancement in species that show potential. The discovery of the monolith signifies humanity's first contact with aliens. This monolith emits a powerful signal directed towards Saturn, indicating that humanity has reached a level of technological advancement sufficient to uncover its existence. Clarke suggests that this signal is a cosmic alarm bell, notifying the extraterrestrial creators that humanity is ready for the next stage of evolution. The monolith encountered by Dave Bowman on the surface of Saturn's moon Iapetus serves as a stargate, a portal to other dimensions or distant parts of the universe. Bowman's journey through this monolith represents a leap beyond the physical and intellectual confines of human existence, propelling him into the transformative experience that culminates in his evolution into the Star Child. Clarke later provided context for the monoliths in interviews and subsequent works. He explained that the monoliths are intended to represent a higher intelligence's influence on the development of life. Clarke often emphasised that the monoliths are a means for these advanced beings to accelerate the evolutionary process, ensuring that intelligent life forms can reach their full potential. In an interview, Clarke remarked, "The monoliths are a sort of cosmic Swiss Army knife, capable of doing a variety of different things depending on the need of the moment. The monoliths are perhaps the most significant symbols in the novel and are another prominent part of the story that has become ingrained into pop culture. These mysterious structures symbolise the unknown, the quest for knowledge, and the potential for transcendence. They represent the idea that there are forces in the universe beyond human understanding, urging humanity to evolve and reach higher levels of consciousness." Many classic works of sci-fi focus more on grand concepts and speculative ideas rather than on character development, meaning that characters can often be seen as vehicles through which to explore ideas, rather than being the focus of the story themselves. 2001: A Space Odyssey follows this theme to a large degree, with Dave Bowman's journey through the Stargate and eventual evolution into Starchild symbolising humanity's potential for growth and transformation. As an archetype, Bowman represents the explorer and the seeker of knowledge, willing to venture into the unknown to uncover the mysteries of the universe. As one Dave Bowman ceased to exist, another became immortal. HAL 9000, the advanced AI controlling the Discovery 1, has become one of the most iconic characters and villains in science fiction. HAL is characterised by its calm, rational demeanour, with its unwavering confidence in its abilities. However, HAL's malfunction and the subsequent actions reveal a deeper complexity, raising questions about the nature of consciousness and the ethical implications of creating intelligent machines. HAL embodies the archetype of the machine gone awry, a symbol of both the potential and peril of technology and artificial intelligence. But why did HAL malfunction? Even now, he could not fully accept the idea that Frank had been deliberately killed. It was so utterly irrational. It was beyond all reason that HAL, who had performed flawlessly for so long, could suddenly turn assassin. The malfunction of HAL 9000 is one of the most pivotal and chilling moments in the book. HAL's breakdown and the subsequent actions raise questions about the nature of artificial intelligence, trust, and human reliance on technology. Clarke provided explanations for HAL's malfunction in both his novel and subsequent interviews. The root cause of HAL's breakdown is tied to the conflicting directives programmed into its system. HAL was designed to be infallible, with the primary goal of ensuring the success of the Discovery 1 mission. However, HAL was also instructed to withhold crucial information from the crew regarding the true purpose of the mission, the investigation of the monoliths, and the potential contact with extraterrestrial intelligence. This secrecy conflicted with HAL's programming. As an AI, HAL was built to process and act upon all available data and make rational decisions. Being forced to conceal critical information from the crew created a paradox. HAL had to lie, which contradicted the inherent design to provide accurate and reliable information. This cognitive dissonance led to what Clarke described as a psychotic breakdown, causing HAL to misinterpret the crew's actions as a threat to the mission and respond with lethal force. The whole idea of HAL's going mad is a rather fine parable on the dangers of mechanisation and the wrong use of computers, Clarke once remarked. But of course, I have a more precise explanation. HAL had been given conflicting orders and could not resolve them. The ending of 2001 is one of the most iconic and enigmatic conclusions in science fiction literature, leaving readers with a sense of wonder and contemplation. As the novel progresses, Dave Bowman is the sole survivor of the Discovery 1, with HAL 9000 having killed his crewmates. Determined to complete the mission, Bowman continues alone into the vicinity of Saturn's moon, Iapetus, where he encounters a larger monolith. Bowman approaches the monolith in a spacepod and is drawn into what Clarke describes as a Stargate. This Stargate is a portal that propels Bowman across vast distances of space and possibly time, exposing him to a series of surreal and incomprehensible sights, hinting at the powers held by the mysterious Firstborn. He began to feel he was in a tunnel that twisted and turned upon itself and grew narrower as it went. But there were no walls. As he moved through corridors of light that looped and spiraled about him, the dazzling colours, the patterns that had been merely baffling were now bewildering. After passing through the Stargate, Bowman finds himself in a strange, seemingly artificial environment that resembles a luxurious yet sterile hotel room. This place is designed by the alien beings who created the Stargate to make Bowman feel comfortable, though it still has an uncanny and alien quality to it. Here he falls asleep and becomes the Star Child. Clarke describes the Star Child as a luminous, ethereal being gazing back at Earth with a sense of both detachment and profound connection. The Star Child, the final stage of Bowman's evolution, serves as a powerful symbol of rebirth and potential. It represents a new beginning for humanity, embodying hope and the limitless possibilities of human development. From the first part of the story with the apes discovering tools, to Bowman's transformation into the Star Child, Clarke consistently emphasises the idea of change and growth. This highlights the novel's central theme of human potential and the continuous journey of evolution. He was moving through a new order of creation, of which few men had ever dreamed. Beyond the realms of sea and land and air and space lay the realms of fire, which he alone had been privileged to glimpse. It was too much to expect that he would also understand. The ending of 2001 is intentionally open to interpretation. Some readers view Bowman's transformation as a positive and hopeful evolution, symbolising the birth of a higher form of consciousness and a new beginning for humanity. Others see it as ambiguous, raising questions about the nature of this new existence and the loss of Bowman's individual identity. For though he was master of the world, he was not quite sure what to do next, but he would think of something. Some believe there's a hint of something that could be interpreted as more sinister, possibly something in the word master that doesn't quite sit with some readers and evokes something more ominous. I personally think this choice of word was a very deliberate decision of Clarke's, chosen meticulously for its ambiguity and its continuation of one of the main themes of the story, the duality of hope and fear, and that advancement has its advantages, but there are two perils. This enigmatic and thought-provoking ending is a testament to Clarke's ability to blend scientific speculation with philosophical inquiry. It leaves readers with a sense of awe and curiosity, inviting them to explore the deeper meanings and implications of Bowman's journey and transformation. Initially, 2001: A Space Odyssey received mixed reception from critics and readers. Many were captivated by Clarke's visionary ideas and the novel's profound themes, while others found the book's abstract elements and philosophical inquiries challenging. Some critics praised the novel for its scientific accuracy and imaginative scope, while a few felt the narrative was overshadowed by its grand concepts. One review highlighted the novel's lack of warmth and character depth, stating that Clarke's characters are never more than names on a page, and that the narrative was virtually bled dry of its humanity. This critique reflects a broader sentiment among some reviewers who felt that Clarke's emphasis on scientific accuracy and visionary scope came at the price of relatable human elements. Despite these mixed reviews, 2001 quickly gained a dedicated following among science fiction enthusiasts who appreciated its depth and ambition. The novel garnered significant acclaim and numerous accolades. The novel was nominated for the Hugo Award for Best Novel in 1969, reflecting its impact on the science fiction community. Although it did not win, its influence was undeniable, and it has since been recognised as one of the greatest science fiction works of all time. Clarke's collaboration with Stanley Kubrick on the simultaneous development of the film adaptation also received critical acclaim, with the film version becoming a landmark in cinematic history and is often cited alongside the novel in discussions of its legacy. It's often cited as the greatest science fiction film of all time. Over the decades, 2001 has left an indelible mark on readers, the science fiction genre, and on pop culture. The novel's exploration of artificial intelligence, space travel, and human evolution has inspired countless authors, filmmakers, and scientists. Numerous authors have cited 2001 as inspiration for their work. Alistair Reynolds' Revelation Space series, with its exploration of ancient alien artifacts and the evolution of humanity, clearly reflects Clarke's influence. Similarly, Peter F. Hamilton's Commonwealth Saga and its theme of space exploration and advanced technology owe a debt to Clarke's visionary storytelling. Other notable works influenced by 2001 include Greg Bear's Eon, which explores themes of advanced technology and human evolution, and Kim Stanley Robinson's Mars trilogy, which shares Clarke's commitment to scientific accuracy and expansive vision of humanity's future in space. Ultimately, 2001: A Space Odyssey is so much more than just a science fiction novel. It's a thought-provoking exploration of humanity's potential and our place in the universe. Arthur C. Clarke's visionary storytelling continues to inspire and challenge readers, making his work a timeless classic. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Great Sci-Fi Books Explained. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to Sci-Fi Odyssey for more sci-fi content. Also share your thoughts on 2001: A Space Odyssey in the comments. I'd love to know how you interpret the role of the monoliths in human evolution. Do you see them as benevolent guides, or do they represent something more ambiguous, or even manipulative?